my beautiful astrology friends, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for the week of March 22nd. We're welcome to spring. We came in just this last weekend, which is very exciting, but now we're here, we're in it, we're in a new season, and I think that this week brings an abundance of some really delicious energy we can wrap our heads and our hands around and get out there and let your shoulders out. Have a good time, enjoy some different weather, some of the different season that is available to us. So we'll get into all of that in just 1 minute. Now remember that the eat and greets are continuing on, and this week we will have Manda Silva here. We'll be talking about midpoints. So if that's something you're interested in or you have no idea what that is at all, we would love to see you. As well, we'll have Lynn Bell here. So lots of good stuff going on, and remember you can check the homepage at stormiegrace.com. Calendar is right there on front so you can see who's coming, when they're coming, and all of that good stuff. And soon the full syllabus and the schedule for the YouTube Academy will be on there as well, but you can also get access to it in the description box just below this video. And speaking of the YouTube Academy, which does start this week on Monday as well, I want to introduce for just a minute our two teaching assistants and my assistant Sasha. So make sure that when you are visiting the videos, or you're taking one of the classes, or you're sitting through a lesson, you make sure you just pop them a hello in the comments, okay? All right, my beautiful friends, let's talk about what's going on this week. So we're really going to kick off and get in gear here Tuesday, the 23rd, where we're going to see Mercury squaring Mars. Now, we've got Mercury over here in the energy of Pisces, so not its most comfortable position. Mars over here in the energy of Gemini, and they are squaring up at 12 degrees. Now, what I do love about a square is that the square is the 911 of the aspect. It's saying, do something. I'm under pressure here. Do something. So it wants you to take an action, and it will make you so uncomfortable that you're stimulated into that action. So it's actually a really beautiful thing. Now, where we want to be mindful of it is that this square can make you impulsive, like you thinking that you act, right? It's like it's that quick, but it's not the kind of act that's necessarily like off of instinct. It's off of impulse. And sometimes we have to have those movements as well. There's nothing wrong. Sometimes impulse saves us from all sorts of situations. But in this particular case, if what you are doing is trying to accomplish something, starting a task, working on a project, something like that, remember that this energy is moving very quickly in this particular square. So what it can do is make you more aggressive. So we do want to be mindful in relationships, in projects that we're working on, that you're not running over somebody else. If you're having to be more assertive and take the lead, or you're having to do something like that so you can get the project actually done, or so that you can move the thing actually forward, that may be actually a brilliant use of this energy. But also just be mindful that you are tending and honing in on the details of what you're doing. And sometimes the details are not just the numbers and the letters, but sometimes the details are the nuance of the people, places, and things that you are working with as well. So watch your details. Use the energy the square is trying to get you to see something more clearly, get the information more clearly, but also just make sure you're honing in on those details, okay? When we get to the 25th, we are going to see the sun come into a conjunction with Venus at 6 degrees of Aries. Oh, the sun and Venus together is a beautiful combination. Not only is Venus regularly in orientation to the sun, it's never far away from it in the first place. So we get to see the sun and Venus dancing and working together here, and it brings this energy of magnetism. It's the new haircut, the new aesthetic style. Maybe you want to you want to try on a different outfit, or you're like, oh, I want to see myself in this way. Venus in Aries is assertive, right? So you've got the assertion meets the sun, light, heat, life, and vitality, and you are ready to move forward. You're ready for some pleasure. You do have to be mindful here because Venus can be a little blase, not so much in the energy of Aries all the time, but she can be a little, you know, indulgent. Let's just call Venus a little indulgent sometimes. So you do have to make sure that you're not getting the indulgent side, even if it's the indulgence in splurging on something. Aries, the indulgence on doing something. But this is a great energy for magnetism. I really like this energy for relationships. And also with Venus in Aries, especially with the heat of the sun here, The real power of Venus in Aries is when she remembers to allow energy to come, allow it to be magnetized towards. Not that you always have to work so hard, go clonk it over the head and drag it back to the cave. So where this week, as these energies come together in this conjunction, can you just enjoy, take it in, enjoy and indulge in something that you find pleasurable, or maybe there's pleasure in your relationship. Breathe that in and let me know what it is that you've got going on in the comment section down below, okay? As we get to the 28th, this is a full moon week, so we're going to see the full moon happening in the energy of Libra at 8 degrees. And this is, you guys, my favorite moon, I think, of the entire year, because at this moon, we see not only the sun traveling with Chiron and Venus and then opposing the moon, but then making connections to both Saturn and to Mars. Venus has connections to Mars. So it's really this moon for me this year, as I look at the astrology and feel through it, that I do feel like there is a sense of accomplishment here. There is a sense of balance. There is a sense of stability. There is a sense of inner rooting and firmness and confidence in our actions, but it comes out of the acknowledgement of self-love. It comes out of the acknowledgement that we are the good and the bad. We are the balance of both. We are the injured and sometimes the injury, right? It is all of it. And this beautiful full moon, I think, brings all of this light to the table so we can end something, allow it to come to culmination, acknowledge what we need to, and adjust what needs to be adjusted as well, so that we do have this balance in our life. Is there an old wound that Chiron energy there with the sun and in between the sun and Venus that is calling to you, that is saying, hey, it is okay for us to open. It is okay for us to see the wound of this identity. Is it okay for us to have this new identity and go out in the world and live confidently? Because the self-love that has been birthed from within is so real and so rooted in. So I absolutely love this moon for the year. Now, of course, it's still a full moon, so things have to be ended, acknowledged, and adjusted. And if what you find out as you're traveling over this next 4 weeks, that there is a relationship, or there is your relationship to something that is keeping you out of balance, you may find that it's time for it to fall off, to be acknowledged, or to make a big adjustment to it. So whatever it is, remember, every ending creates a beginning and vice versa. All right, my beautiful friends, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the YouTube Academy as we start off right here Monday. And I am really pumped to see how we get it done this year and to teach and to journey with you. So like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you all week in the YouTube Academy and in the other horoscopes as well. Bye, my friends.